Now you can't come see me tonight. Say you ain't got the time. I'm the last one you prioritize. Peeping your IG pictures on my phone. I won't spend another night at home. Okay, I'ma just be on my way. You'll see I'm not the one you take for granted, babe. I know that life can be busy, love, but you make time for the ones you love. It's only right, it's what I deserve. Love, tell me what you done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Did your mind go on vacation, leaving your affection for me at home? Tell me what you done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. With your heart and your attention, we're the kind of love that I used to know. Baby, so can you take me on a date? The simple things you do to make me stay. Now it's like you don't even try. I used to wonder why, but now I'm left with no more tears to cry. I know that life can be busy, love, but you make time for the ones you love. It's only right, it's what I deserve. Love, tell me what you done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Did your mind go on vacation, leaving your affection for me at home? Tell me what you done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. With your heart and your attention, we're the kind of love that I used to know. If you want me the way I want you, put your all into all that you do. It's only right, it's what I deserve. Love, tell me what you done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Did your mind go on vacation, leaving your affection for me at home? Tell me what you done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. With your heart and your attention, with the kind of love that I used to know.
Yeah, talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
Back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming now on my roof leaving. Don't give a fuck, I don't care. Did the by my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get on my God, on my totem is nothing. In the discussion, fuck all them feelings, I throw all my pain on percussion. This disgusting. I hear them bragging about shit that they did and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you all my spot at the feast. I've been on go mode, show mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty, talk about old. I'm on they now, can't get a pass now. I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. It's trash now, I'ma spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the sky's the proof. You could just see in my eyes that there is no lies. I cannot disguise the truth. I've been duck dog, getting to my new merch, color duck sauce on the new couch with my chucks on. Get the on with that hate. I'm big cool on the small chat, cause I know now that I'm all that. Got a Hawkeye on the ball cat, get the out of my face.
Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think.
Hey, what's up? This is your girl Nicole Reloaded, and we locked and loaded with another video. I am unfortunately having some technical difficulties. Hey, what's up? This is your girl Nicole Reloaded. Okay, let me see. Let me know if we are still crackling, y'all. The hater is hating, hating, hating. Is it gone? Is it gone? Is it still crackling? All right. I think they're flagging. They're flagging. So hit the like button for me. Thank you. What's up, Jaylee? Hola. How you doing? How you doing, Tanisha? How you doing, girl? Miss Red is in the building. Anyway, y'all, we are coming together today to talk about Brother Polight. Okay, shout out to Bullet Gotti. That's a brother from another mother. All right, Brother Polight came out this morning stating that he did not there is no plea, that he did not plead guilty, that the information was false, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So what I'm going to do is do a reaction to Bullet Gotti's video reaction to Brother Polight, checking content creators coming out here falsely accusing him of being guilty of child, you know what, okay? Anywho, so unfortunately, I need y'all to hit the like button for me. Likey. Y'all let me know how the sound is, okay? Now, let me give you a warning, okay? Okay, warning. Some viewers may find this following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Okay? Now, we are talking about Brother Polight, Michael Noak. Okay? Now, here we have, this is from the Miami-Dade County Criminal Court System. I just formulated it in a thumbnail. You can do your fine due diligence and you can go and find this yourselves. Okay? I just made it into a thumbnail formulation. Okay, so as you see here, a motion for continuance was filed 06/21/2023, set for 06/21/2023 at 12, granted STIP. All right. Then you have on the same day of June 21st, which was yesterday, everyone, it says report RE, please set for 07/07/2023. Okay. Now, Brother Polight is upset, okay, because bloggers, in his opinion, jumped the gun super fast and said the ninja didn't plead, the Pedialyte didn't plead, he didn't plead guilty, he going down, he's gonna burn in hell, they are going to take his ooty hole and they're going to destroy it once he goes to Down County Jail, okay, because he is a child molester. Okay, that's what the people were saying. Okay, I want justice for the victim and the mother. Protect Black women and children. Hide your kids and hide your wives. Okay, hit the like button for me. Now, let's just do a little law here so we can get it in order. Children of the corn. I know some of y'all watching too. All right. Okay, I have my screen ready to share, but I forgot. Hold on. Bear with me, daughter, sons. Okay? Let's get to it. Let's go over here to the courthouse dictionary. Okay? So y'all can have an understanding of what's going on with Brother Polight. We don't want to be falsely accusing and putting out the wrong news that you can't use, because he is threatening to sue everybody that's lying on him. And he said he would be that petty, even though in 60 days, he might have to go to the courthouse. Well, it looked like he got to go to the courthouse, but you never know. Okay. He might don't have to show up that day. His lawyer could file some documentation in between now and then. Okay, now report RE plea. means if your case is set for report RE plea, generally you have or could possibly have by the court date an agreement with the state attorney's office as to a plea. However, some judges will set every case for report RE plea even if a possible plea agreement is not pending with both parties. In this case, the report RE plea is more of a status to see if the parties can come to an agreement on that date. If no agreement can be reached, the case will more than likely be set for sounding in a jury trial. Do I need to read that again, class? Would you like for me to read that again for you, class, or would you like for me to get on to the reaction? In between time, Brother Polight, Michael Noak from the Miami-Dade County, okay, is saying that he is facing 7, not one, but multiple charges. There's 7 charges here. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a total of 7. It says number 1 is a felony. Number 2 charge is a felony. There's just a whole lot of felonies here. There is a misdemeanor though. There's looks like there's 6 felonies here. 6 felonies. Brother Polight, we do not want to get the information wrong. I am a poor blogger that is temporarily out of cash. You can $ Nicole Reloaded on the Cash App to help assist because Brother Polight is suing the kids, okay? Y'all better go edit your videos. He is coming for you with his Rolls Royce and all his wives to sue you if you do not change the information that was put out. He said y'all niggas lying on him. Why you gotta lie on him? He ain't OS nobody. He ain't make no plea about nothing. Okay? So y'all better run and hide your kids and your wife and your titles. Okay? Now, what does it say here? Motion for continuance filed 06/21/2003, set for 06/21/2023 at 12:19 p.m. Granted steps, which I believe means stipulation. Report RE plea set for 07/07/2023. Now, there is some recording from Moorish Worlds TV that he has on his channel about that court date, and we are going to go over and react, ladies and gentlemen, so we can put all of this together. It's up to you to use your wisdom and your discernment. Okay? Hey, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just here to bring the news and protect Black women and children. Okay? Because we are the least protected. All women should be protected. I'm just saying. I'm just battling, ramming it from home for my sisters, man, because ain't nobody protecting us. Now hit the like button, damn it. This is a very triggering topic, very emotional for me. So forgive me if I sound crazy, okay? Very emotional. I have daughters. I couldn't even imagine the man that I laid up with putting his nasty, filthy hands on one of my children's, one of my daughters. I'm not mentally stable. I would be in jail. They would have to... Child, they would have to put me in a mental institution because they would have to really, really, really help me with that Because I really think if I just could catch a ninja, it'll be on. But you can't take the law in your hand. That's what the law's for. So hopefully the law, you know, they don't take too kindly to Chester's down here in Nevada, but especially down there in Florida. I heard they don't really like them Hesters down there. I heard they do some real difficult things to when they lock you up to your anus when you get down there and they lock your ass up. So anyway, now they blocked this from Twitter. You can flag all you want, but you can't stop the truth, baby. The truth will set you free. Don't you want to be free? Don't you want to be free? Now, I ain't trying to bring y'all no falsified tea. Okay? Now, warning, this is some sensitive shit. Now, let me go ahead and share my screen. What y'all want to see first? Y'all want to see Brother Polight checking the bloggers? Let's get him checking the bloggers. Okay, let's do that first. Shout out to my brother, Bullet got it. Okay. We're going to go ahead and down the screen over here. We need to make sure the audio is together. Okay. Let's check the screen. Make sure you can see me. Okay. Here we go. We're about to play. Shout out to Bullets Gotti. This has already been shared. Okay. We are using this under fair use. Okay. Section 107 of Copyright Act provides statutory framework for determining whether something is fair use, honey. And this is fair use. Okay. Moving right along. Let me know if you can hear and the sound is okay. Viewer discretion is advised.
Put fake paperwork out here. You gotta be extra. You gotta be extremely careful. What are you running with? You know, because when you run with certain things and they put dockets out here, you gotta make sure that the dockets is real. Now, when I went and looked for the docket, I did not find anything in Florida that had anything about a guilty plea. What I found was a lawsuit, and that was it with his name. But that's here nor there. But when you got people like King Erna, Tony Closer, Common Sense Eli running with that, we got to be careful what we run with. So right now, it's guilty. It's innocent until proven guilty. It's not guilty and proven innocent. It's innocent until proven guilty. I just wanted to say that. And like I said, Brother Polight has called it out. Here's the video. Y'all have a good afternoon. Salute.
Peace to the family. So I'm just here to address some popular rumors that have been spread to rectify the matter. There's been a rumor spread. There's two main rumors that's been spread. But the main rumor is that I have pled guilty to child molestation. So let me clear up the two things that need to be addressed. Did I make a plea? There's been no plea. Did I plead guilty to child molestation? Never did. So the people that are spreading this rumor, I'm asking you out of respect to my family, respect to my wives, respect to my children, because you clearly hate me. And you clearly hate me more than you have any love for another child. So I ask you guys to respectfully stop spreading rumors. I never made a plea, and I never pled to no damn child molestation. So no matter how much you want to believe it, no matter how much you want to propagate it, no matter how much it excites you to say that, it's absolutely false. I never made a plea, and I never pled to no damn child molestation. So these two things need to be rectified right now. There are no pleas on my behalf, and I have not pled to no damn child molestation. So please stop the freaking rumors. The last thing I'm going to address very quickly. This means that people are lying. If I was lying, you would be able to find something that contradicts what I'm saying. I made no plea, and there is no plea for child molestation on my behalf. I never plead to no child molestation, and I never made a plea in the first place. These are lies. These are lies. And that's it. Now you could try to turn it into a conversation about, but what you should say is this and what you should say is that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. I ain't paid 6 figures for a defense, for me to be out here speaking on my own behalf during a wild ass situation. Now the white man's the goddamn devil to you guys all the damn time, every day around the week, until he says something about someone that disagrees with your religion or your politics. Lastly, before I get off this live, I just want to address the likes of this guy. Just finding out who he is. Hold on. Who's this guy? What's this guy's name? I'm trying to get it clear. Hold on. Let's get it clear. Okay, got it. This guy's name is supposed to be Tony the Closer, right? So this Tony the Closer guy, hold on. This Tony the Closer guy, he posted this. Brother Polight pleads guilty to molesting a 14-year-old child. It's a complete lie. So people reached out to him via the same post that he posted. Okay, hold on. Let's get you guys in tune. He posted this. His name right there. Tony the Closer. You see that? Tony the Closer. I don't even, just find out who this dude is. His name is Tony the Closer. So he posted that I pled guilty to molestation of a 14-year-old child. He posted that. When informed that that is character defamation, this is not true. When he was informed that this is absolutely false, there has been no plea, and I never pled to no damn child molestation, guess what happened? He took this down. But guess what other people did? Other people reposted this as if it was a fact. So we screen recorded the video, screenshot it to make sure we knew who did it. Because I got several people that kept sending this to me. So I'm like, who the hell is this Tony the Closer guy? Who is this guy? So what's crazy is he took an old video over 2 years ago and put this fake caption up here like it was true. So he entices you with the video and then puts a fake caption there. When informed that this is character defamation, you know what he did? He took the video down and put up a new one and retitled it, and it's still incorrect, says that I took a plea where there was no plea that took place. So all you guys running around, like I just got off the phone with a brother and tried to explain to him that it's irresponsible to repost something without doing your due diligence, but he ain't want to listen. He want to take it like I'm threatening him and this, that, and the third. And I'm trying to tell the brother respectfully, you know where you got the information from? The dude that posted it took it down. So you could do what you want with it. You could keep it up. But I said, bro, I ain't coming at you. Other people will deal with it totally differently, meaning legally. Other people will deal with you totally differently. I'm not.
Share. I need y'all to get these likes up. Shout out to Facebook. I need you guys to share this live, and I need you to stop what you're doing, and I need you to like the video in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit for protecting Black women and children. This is a very serious topic. I need you to go and share. Tell a friend, tell a hater. Just share it. Anyway, now, Brother Polight is not incorrect, okay? The plea isn't in as of yet. But, as we stated before, report RE plea if your case is set for reports. RE plea generally have you or could possibly have by the court date an arrangement with the state attorney's office as to a plea. However, some judges will set every case for a report RE plea even if a possible plea agreement is not pending with both parties. In this case, the report RE plea is more of a status to see if the parties can come to an agreement on that date. If no agreement can be reached, the case will more than likely be set for sounding in a jury trial.
I'm just telling you, good brother, this has to stop. But I can't even get through to him, and that's okay. He can live his life the way he wants. Now look at this guy right here. This is one of the goofy people that took Tommy the Closer's post, or what's his name? Tony the Closer's post. I'm gonna give him the clout that he wants. This guy's called King Earner Official Page. He said, so many vouch for this kitten. He said, so many vouch for this kitten, Brother Polight, but as we see, he pled out and is going to jail for 60 days after touching his 14-year-old stepdaughter. No honor in his veins. Honor snatched. So this person now, whoever this is, talking about he snatched my honor. He's saying that I'm going to jail for 60 days for pleading guilty to child molestation. Does that even make sense? Mental health is at an all-time rise in the Black community. He said that I'm doing 60 days in prison to a plea of child molestation. Do they even give you 60 fucking days for something like that? This is the type of goofy stuff that people reaching out to me, asking me if it's true. Asking me if it's true. So just so I can slow it down. These are lies. And no matter how much you hate me and want to flip it and change the narrative, well, even if that's a lie, how come you don't do this? Or how come you don't say that? Or how come you don't? Yo, listen, bro. You have to be a wicked person. I don't know who this Tony the Closer guy is. I don't know who he is. Oh, that's why that shit look like that. There we go. We got it now. I was trying to figure out why it looked like that. Yeah, so I don't know who this Tony the Closer guy is, but I know about you now, and we on your body, boy. What you should have did is just apologize. My bad, I put out misinformation. Don't take this post down when crazy people like this start running with it, talking about I'm doing 60 days in prison for pleading guilty. Don't take this post down, put up a new post,
no, you don't have 60.
And
no,
still say that I pled when there's no
days
plea.
until that next. He got roughly. Hold on. Okay, he got roughly almost about. They go to court next. Nah, it's not even about 60 days. I'm too tired to do the math, but he goes to court from what it states here from the Miami-Dade courthouse. It's right. Oh shit, it's right. I'm a bad damn. I got to see it's right there. Reading is fundamental. Okay, the report for RE plea is set for, what is it, class? Can we say it together in this mother sucker? 07/07/2023 at 9 a.m. All bloggers, please change your titles. Okay. There's something going on the 7th, and it surely got something to do with a plea. Only God knows, and his attorney. Is he going to accept a deal with a reduced sentence? Because the abundance of evidence is clear as day. And I didn't say it was factual, but it is very clear that something went down with that baby. Black women, we need to stop feeling sorry for these black men when they injure and harm us, and especially when they come for our girls and our boys. We need to be strong,
Fuck they long dick and they long money. Moving back to this brother. Get on my motherfucker.
So again, I said,
And you still got on that red hat. He still got on that red hat. Is that the same hat when that nigga came? Let me stop. Is that the same hat that brother had on when he first came out copping alleged pleas to the social media? Because you're going to get Judge Brother Polight in 2 courtrooms, actually 3. The major courthouse is God's house, His law. Then you got the court of the United States of America, Miami-Dade County in Florida, where they put child chesters on a dirty ass island far, far away from women, children, cats, and dogs and llamas. That's where they put dirty ass ninjas. Leave women and children alone. And men's. Because y'all be playing in men booties too. And they don't want y'all touching them neither. You nasty ass niggas. Allegedly. Moving right along.
this for the people that rock out with me. Didn't do this for the goofies that no matter what I say or do, they want to find a new argument. Because this ain't like that. Yeah, so I don't know who this Tony the Closer guy is, but I know about you now, and we on your body, boy. What you should have did is just apologize. My bad, I put out misinformation. Don't take this post down when crazy people like this start running with it, talking about I'm doing 60 days in prison for pleading guilty. Don't take this post down, put up a new post, retitle it, and still say that I pled when there's no plea. So again, I said this for the people that rock out with me. Didn't do this for the goofies that no matter what I say or do, they want to find a new argument, because this ain't the time for no arguments. And you Negroes aren't the people that need to be talked to, per se. But what Son is doing, he's about to be Tasha Cade. And what I'm strongly suggesting to you people out there, because I got the bread to be petty, and I'm going to be petty, trust me. Petty hour is nearing. Petty hour is nearing. I got the bread to be petty. And so what I'm saying to you, brothers and sisters out there, before you cut and paste, take misinformation and run with it, because I'm going to tell you something. Calling someone a pedophile, saying someone pled guilty to child molestation, and then finding out there was no plea and I never pled to nothing like that, that is completely wrong. Now, I don't got no threats for the brother Tony the Closer. Shit, I don't even know him. But I know it's very malicious for you to take an old video and caption it with a line. Get called on it as my people in the comment section to let you know, hey, you know this is defamation of character. You know this is not true. And rather than you upload a new video and say, I apologize, I should wait till facts come out. No, you found out you was in error, and what you attempted to do was upload a new video and give it a new caption, which is still incorrect, but just less egregious than the previous one. So all of you that took that original post, which is all over the place, spread like wildfire, is misinformation. It's misinformation. And it's wrong to do stuff like this. And brother, whatever your issue is, you can have an issue with whatever you have an issue with on planet Earth, and that's all right. But to go out your way to misinform people about another brother and to make such egregious allegations, and then when you find out that you're in error, brother, rather than say you was in error, you simply attempt to reword it. But we screen recorded your page and we screenshot the original videos of this right here. This is what you posted. This is your name right there. Tony the Closer. This is the cloud I guess you want. You want to be part of my life. Now you're part of it. But just not the way you want to be. Brother Polight pleads guilty to molestation to molesting a 14-year-old child. Hell fucking no, I didn't. I didn't. It's just true. And no matter how much you hope and beg and wish that I do, I ain't plead to no goddamn child molestation. And that's it. Now, I never seen a group of people fiending for somebody, hoping that someone did some shit like this. I never seen that in my life. I never seen a people hate another man so much that if it meant what they hope is the outcome, that a child was abused, that they would rather that in their hatred for a man. I would think you Negroes would be sitting here, I hope it's not true. I hope nobody got abused. No, you Negroes is here, I hope it's true because you hate me so much. Okay? And so for the goofies that's out there saying that someone accused me of something like that, I'm gonna talk about it every day. It's not how the court system works. So I forgive you for your ignorance because you don't know no better. But that's it. There was no pleas made, and I never pled to no damn child molestation. Point blank, period. That's it. And you can verify that. I don't know how people can know more about my world than I would know about my world. But one thing is about it, people are so freaking weird that they will find something wrong with me clarifying that no plea has been made and I never pled to no damn child molestation. This is wrong. And for people to upload misinformation, take it down. Don't apologize for spreading misinformation as it gets into the hands of other people who irresponsibly propagate this misinformation.
I'm playing with you to not wear that damn hat when you came out on these damn streets with all that naggle-daggle, nigga.
Please, don't spread misinformation. You can spread your speculations. You can spread what you would like to believe is the case. But once you assert something as a fact that is so egregious and can implicate the lives of several people, once you realize you've done that, and clearly you knew what you was doing the first time you did the post because of the effort you made to get one video and then attach this false narrative on top of it. Clearly we know your intention was malicious, but then after being checked about it, taking the video down and then uploading a new one and putting a new caption in there, that's still incorrect, but less egregious than the first one. Whoever you are, Tony the Closer, I'm gonna Tasha K you. But what you can do is just apologize for first putting out the misinformation. You can reach out to the homie because I'm a good brother and I'm not coming at you with no violence and no negativity. I don't have no malice for you. You probably just attempting to keep the clout going.
You did threaten that brother. It sounded like you're threatening him. You ain't got no malice, but you gonna Tasha K him.
Era since the social media era where we get paid to post things. So I just.
You gonna Tasha K him, that means you gonna come for everything that man got. If that ain't a threat, I don't know what is a threat. But you know, I'm back in school, so maybe I need to, that class will be coming up. Who knows?
Just know how the YouTube streets are. I know how the Facebook streets are. I know how the Instagram streets are. The Twitter streets. The TikTok streets. I know people are doing their best to make a buck out here, and we get a little desperate sometimes. And before we even cross-reference, before we dot our I's, before we cross our T's, we go out our way and we just post irresponsibly and recklessly so we could be the first ones leading in the story. We've become the very thing that we hated in terms of the original media that existed. Okay? But that's what it is, brothers and sisters. That's a complete fact. You can't find a plea anywhere on planet Earth because there is no plea. You can't find me pleading to child molestation anywhere because no such thing exists. The people that are spreading this malicious lie obviously hate me so much that they would go out their way to misrepresent anything transpiring with me. And those are the only two things I want to talk about. There's no plea, and I never pled to no damn child molestation. Those are the two things we're talking about. Okay? That's all we're going to talk about. There's no plea. And I did not plead to no child molestation. That's it. Again, I ain't got no smoke for nobody. I'm not gonna call any of you out your name that have been reposting this information, screenshotting it, running. I just want you guys to know that those of you that I know where the screenshots come from. So those of you that's posting, those of you posting these things right here, Brother Polight pleads guilty to molesting a 14-year-old child. Those of you posting these things right here, that comes from this guy, Tony the Closer. I want you to know he left y'all out there because after he posted that misinformation, he took it down and reworded it. So not only did he irresponsibly put himself in legal harm's way.
No, he didn't. He didn't put himself in legal harm's way. Let me tell you why. Because he made a correction. When you make a mistake and you find out the valid information and you change the context within a reasonable time, the court is not going to do anything. You did not receive any alleged loss, financial distress or loss, any more than what you already have from when this case hit, from when it hit. So now if he wouldn't have changed it, yeah, but stop threatening people with, because now you all here allegedly lying. Okay? Defamation, you have to have cause for slander and defamation. He just forgot to put a goddamn question mark. That's all. Moving along. Shout out to the chat. The Insomniacs, we are doing our business on today. Insomniacs, wake up. Like, share, and subscribe. Welcome to your girl, Nicole Reloaded. We are locked and loaded on this nigga's ass on today.
Way, then all the people that took it and ran with it and followed suit as if it was true, a lot of you still have this thing posted up right now, and he took it down off of his page. He took it down off of his page when he realized what he's doing is wrong. But many of you still got it on your page like it's right. That's kind of crazy for a man to take something down, knowing how many people took it and reposted it, and then don't even come out and do a formal apology and say, damn, my bad. You never made such a plea. My fault. And those of you that took it from me, y'all should take it down now because I realized I was in error and I lied. No, many of you got it on your page right now, propagating a damn lie. But we talk about the white man and we talk about his tricks to tear down black people. But it's your own people, man. And that's why I want you guys to tune in for another episode of Rolls Royce Diaries. Talk to me nice. Blessings in abundance. You ain't gonna stop my drip. You ain't gonna stop my drive to be great. You know, you guys take your time out there before propagating and misrepresenting people's situations. It's very wrong to lie on people, and especially if you do it with malicious intent. But needless to say, you guys that want to keep up the misinformation, you knock yourselves out. Petty hour is nearing us. Do what thou will. Peace to the family. But again, we just dealing with a weird era of people that even
No,
when you
we
see
dealing
something
with a
behind
no.
the scenes,
You dealing with a
people
court
just
case
want you
that
to
got
be
6 felonies
in
and a
something
misdemeanor
negative
against
so
a
bad
minor.
that
That's
they just
your
can't.
ass. That's you, brother Polight, Michael Noak. Hawk. That's you.
Just be careful, guys. Like I for one, another good brother just now. Be careful, because when you spread misinformation like that, you can be sued for libel. You can be sued for character defamation, and you don't want to take information.
You've been threatening bloggers and vloggers since you got
don't wanna
charged
take
with this
information and post it
disgusting,
like you know it's
despicable
true,
crime.
and then turn around
You're
and
gonna
blame
have to
somebody
line them
else.
up
Well, the
one
reason
by
I
one,
posted it
baby.
because this
Good
person
luck,
posted it,
brother.
and that person left you out there and took it down off their page. So if we didn't know he was the author of this confusion, we might think it's you that started this confusion. And I'm saying some of you guys are wealthy or at least have enough money. You don't need that kind of confusion, misrepresenting other people's business before you investigate it properly to make sure you know what's going on. That's it. Take my glasses off, right? Well, the Negro who posted this didn't have glasses on and he knew he was freaking lying. Come on now. Peace. Blessings in abundance, man. Oh yeah. You know what we coming with. Where you at? The Night Stalker? Yeah. Don't worry. Damn, niggas will go out their way and tell lies, man.
This video, please make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure we get into the algorithm. Like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and hit the notification bell. It's your boy Bullets Gotti. Bullets Gotti.
Shout out to our brother Bullets Gotti for getting that info from Brother Polight to bring to the YouTube streets, how he is going to sue all you bloggers that lied on him and said that he chestered a child, that he is coming for you. He is going to be very petty and he's coming for you. And he has all the shots on y'all lying, dishonest brothers, because y'all worse than the white man coming after your own brother. I'm paraphrasing. Child, that was a lot. I feel sick to my stomach, child. Let's get through some of these comments. And let me set up the other clip, because this Moorish World TV, oh, he handled his business. He has all the court records and all the things, y'all. Let's get to these comments, okay? I'm sorry, y'all. I am behind. I am a one-woman show here, okay? It is hard out here for a Black woman with only 2 subscribers. So I need y'all to hit that subscribe button. Shout out to my girl, Miss Red, is in the building. That Nightbot, you're fire. You're fire, Mr. Petty Boots. Shout out to Tanisha that's in the house. We got Tanisha Barrett in the house. You better be careful what you say down in them comments, moderators. He said he gonna sue y'all. He said he gonna be petty. He coming for y'all. Miss Red said, tap that like and settle in to hear the lovely Nicole. Yes, baby, yes. Okay. The Insomniacs are in the building. Tanisha Bear said, hey, sis. Okay. We got our brother J. Lee Chronicles in the building. Thank you for helping me with the sound. I love you guys very much. I'll get a mixer one day, honey. Okay. Miss Red said, LOL to the reaction. Teacher mama. We got to teach them, honey. We got to teach the kids, okay? Miss Magnificent being magnificent moderator. She is modding. Tara is getting her some rest. She's not playing with the kids on today. We don't want Tara coming on here cussing nobody out, child. We need Sister Tara to get her rest. I'll do all the yelling and screaming in the place of my sister. Shout out to Tara Info for you. Now let's finish getting back. Y'all don't want to hear me running through these damn comments, but I love my people. Yeah, y'all gonna have to wait now. Like, share, and subscribe. Be patient. My sister's over here talking to me now. We gonna get back in that nigga ass. Go get you something to drink, roll up a blunt, and hit your vape. Do whatever it do to make you calm down while we be petty on today with an alleged Chester. Because Florida don't like Chesters. They got an island for mother that do stuff like that. It's all about the trash and stuff. I kind of felt a little bad. I said, damn. The dude said he had just pissed outside. They gave him a child crime for lewd and lascivious acts for peeing by the playground. Why are you pulling your dang-a-lang out by the playground? Didn't your mama tell you to just either pee on yourself or if you can't find a toilet? You don't pee by no children's. Nasty ass ninjas. So now he got to be over there in whatever the hell that island is called down there in Florida. Because when they get out, they can't live by regular population. So they done zoned it off because they can't be around no children. So every area got kids, how they set this map up. So they got to live in this filthy, disgusting area. It's called, I don't know. Somebody told me it was called Booty Hole Island. I don't think that's what it's called. I'll have to look it up. I'm tired because I had to look up and I started sweating because all these felonies and things. And if you ever been violated, it does something to the mind, spirit. Looking at this greasy face this funny look, nasty, trying to manipulate y'all with all that money and that God don't care about your Rolls Royce, nigga. I know I don't. It sounds like a gas guzzler to me. I'd rather have some land and cows and pigs and chickens and fresh onions and turmeric and Cameroon and green tea, mushrooms and eggs and fresh meat, mineral salt, that type shit. Fuck a Rolls Royce. Nigga, we don't care about your Rolls Royce. We care about black women and children and women and children. I speak of black women first because we are the least protected. We don't care about your greasy ass. Where there's smoke, there's fire, mother sucker. I'm not playing with your black doo-doo complexion having ass on today. Got me over here sweating in the summertime. Air conditioner bill gonna be hot, motherfucker. Hit that like button for your sister Nicole Reloaded. We are locked and loaded with another video. And since he wants to be petty on today, baby, Big Mama gonna be petty right on with you, daddy. I love a challenge. Ooh-wee. The last time I talked about Brother Polight, I got threatened by a bunch of felons. Big buff niggas with no necks. Dicks the size of, ooh, Lord, I don't know, Durangos and shit. I got scared as hell. I had to run duck. I said, they ain't gonna do me over here in the desert, child. I ain't scared of you mother suckers. I just know when to stand down, and I put it in God's hands. because I knew you had some court stuff to deal with. And God will deal with you demons accordingly. And that I am covered underneath the blood. But y'all like to shake people up and threaten people and try to cause harm to people when we come out to express our opinion. Now, people out here flat out lying on the brother or lying on any case or any situation that is of a public nature and not stating that is an opinion, you are a shady mother sucker. But we do make mistakes. Now, don't do it for the gram and clicks and views. Make your news real. Make your opinion strong, but not wrong. Now, shout out to Morris Brother TV. And then I'm going to drop that link because I know my sister's going to have something to say because we ain't playing with Polights ass today. I know my sister's got something to say because we ain't playing with Polights ass today. Shout out to the Twitterverse. I love y'all mothers over there, baby. It's on and cracking on today. Let's be petty, petty. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is Morris Worlds TV. This is a reaction. My sister, Miss Magnificent, please go grab the copyright disclaimer for me. I would truly appreciate it, dear. All right, moving right along. Morris TV has been following this Brother Polight case, I will say with journalistic integrity. To the best of his ability, he has done an amazing job of handling business, busting out this conscious sleep-ass community that wants to rob all of us as African Americans of our coindellas. They want the EBT cards, they want your daughters, they want your sons, and they want you to get rid of your Jesus and make them your God. So you can pay for their lifestyles while they sit back and fumble and mumble and play in panties that don't belong to them. Oops, did I say that? Anywho, shout out to Morris World TV. This is a reaction, and let's get into some things. We being petty today. You inspired me, Brother Polight. You are a very inspiring man. You just inspired for us to do other shit than what you think we should do. But you inspired me to be extra petty on today to you, my brother.
Family, it doesn't look good. It seems as if Michael Novak, Brother Polight, has pled guilty. He hasn't pled guilty. Let me say, allegedly, he's going to plead guilty. According to what is just in, Michael Novak, Brother Polight, is going to plead guilty for some sort of, let me go over the things that he was charged with first. First of all, let's look at the charges. Let's look at that first. Let's definitely look at that first. All right, let's look at that first. Now, first of all, according to today, just in today, he went to court today. Somebody went to court today. Today is the 21st, right? So 6/21/23. That is today at 9:30 this morning. It seems as if, according to the docket, it seems as if you understand that he is going to plead guilty to lewd and lascivious acts and child molestation. Allegedly, I say allegedly, because we don't know the details yet. Now, these are on the docket right now. You know what I'm saying? This is on the docket right now. So it appears that he's going to plead guilty to full felonies and one misdemeanor. Do anybody remember the charge documents? I'm going to try to pull up the charging documents so we can examine them, so we can get an idea of what he will be pleading guilty to unless he withdraws it. You understand what I'm saying? Unless he withdraws it. So far, I don't think so far, it doesn't look that way. But anyway, we're going to look at it right now. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull it up for you. That allow me to pull it up for you. I'm going to get it bigger for you. So if you're not familiar with this case, I'm going to put you on. Bonita Applebum, I got to put you on. If you're not truly familiar with this case, because I covered this case before, many people got really beside themselves, like, man, why you not covering the case? Why you ain't never the case? Well, not enough information is coming up, and I don't just turn on my camera just to cover something unless I need at least 3-4 things new. You know, every time I cover Tariq Nasheed, although it's an ongoing series, there's always something that I add to it that's new. You know what I mean? Tariq Nasheed has been grifting for over 30 years. So I discover stuff every day, you know. But the moment that there's nothing really new, you know, it really becomes senseless. So Brother Polight, there was nothing new. He was just grifting and grifting and grifting, and he continues to grift. Let me turn this. Let me shut some of these windows down so I don't get jammed up. But he continues to grift. And so at the end of the day, all we can do is wait. People be like, why don't you cover Polight? Oh, you taking up for Polight. There's nothing to cover. There's nothing to cover. He go lives every day acting as if there's nothing wrong. He goes live talking about he can make you $1 million. He go live thinking that he can tell you that the world is about to end. Lately, he said George Soros is attacking him. You know, and this is why, and this may be his move to say why he's going to take this plea. You know what I mean? Because George Soros, you know, every time you get backed in the corner, it's George Soros. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's George Soros. They're attacking him. You know what I mean? Because he want to wake up, quote unquote, black people. So he think it's George Soros, but whatever. Anyway, now let me get you real quick. Let me get to right here. Let's get to and read this document real quick so we can bring everybody up to speed who's not up to speed. So here is the charging document, and I'm going to put this in here, right? Let me get this in here first. Let me get you up in here, and then I'm gonna blow it up a little bit so everybody can see it. Because you know we definitely need the receipt show. So I'm gonna blow it up so everybody can see it. Make sure everybody can see it. And then what I want to do, I want to bring me forward. I want to bring me forward real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me bring me forward and then slim me on down. You know, because I know how to work the controls a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I know how to work the controls a little bit. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to do one more thing to give us a little bit more room so everybody can see. So originally, this document is dated September 4th, 2021. I'm going to bring everybody up to speed, and then we're going to just go over what took place today. And it's very brief, but this is the official documents right here. So we're going to go down here and we're going to talk about the actual charge. Defendant Noak and victim's mother, Arocho, 31, were dating for over a year. On 2/27/21 at approximately 000 hours, defendant Noak requested Miss Arocho to allow him to take victim TS, 14 years of age, to an after party in order for him to speak to her and mend the relationship between mother and daughter. Defendant Noak and victim TS responded to Club 11, and then it gives the address. Upon arriving, the club was closed. Defendant Noak and victim TS responded to his hotel room, address given, in order to wait for the new party location. Now, remember that this is a 14-year-old that he is going to a party with, or he tells the mother that he is going to help mend their relationship, according to this document. While they were in his hotel room, defendant Noak provided victim TS with numerous alcoholic beverages in which she consumed. Victim TS stated that defendant Noak started dancing. Polight is dancing, and this is not funny. I apologize, but I'm just saying this is some weird stuff here. The defendant Noak started dancing and touching her appropriately. Now remember, this is a 14-year-old child. This is a 14-year-old child. Let's never forget that. Started dancing and touching her inappropriately all over her body, groping her breasts and her thighs and buttocks area. Remember again, this is a 14-year-old child. All right? All right. In fact, let me do it like this. I want to make sure that we have this right. Y'all need this. We need to make sure we keep this into remembrance of what we're talking about here. All right. Again, let me continue. It says, furthermore, victim TS stated that defendant Noak set her on the bed and pulled his privates up and outside of his shorts and underwear while he grabbed her head and pushed her towards his genital area. Victim TS lost consciousness and later awoke while defendant Noak was forcibly trying to make her throw up by pushing his fingers in her throat and down her throat. I'm going to say it again. Furthermore, victim TS stated, now this is the 14-year-old statement, all right? Remember, they're using TS to conceal the identity of the underage victim. Furthermore, victim TS stated that defendant Noak set her on the bed and pulled out his privates. And pulled his private up and outside of his shorts and underwear while he grabbed her head and pushed it towards his genital area. Victim TS lost consciousness and later awoke while defendant Noak was forcibly trying to make her throw up by pushing his fingers in her throat and down her throat. Defendant Noak then took the victim. Defendant Noak then took the victim TS to her mother's hotel room, Fontainebleau, where Miss Arocho noticed that victim TS was severely intoxicated. Her mother noticed her daughter was severely intoxicated and possibly under the influence of an unknown drug, and victim TS had severe swelling on the victim's mouth, lip area. Defendant Noak told Miss Arocho not to call the police. If she did, she would ruin his career. Against his wishes, Miss Arocho transported victim TS to Mount Sinai Hospital, where she disclosed a sexual battery. Victim TS was transported to Roxy Bolton Rape Treatment Center, where all her clothing were collected and a rape kit was performed and collected. Said evidence was transported to Miami-Dade County Forensic Lab, where it was analyzed. On 5/4/2021, results from Miami-Dade Forensic Lab was received, where it confirmed that victim TS had a total of 6 semen confirmatory stains on her shirt and scarf. A DNA warrant was obtained and served to defendant Noak on 6/8/2021. The DNA sample swab was transported to Miami-Dade Forensic Lab for analysis. On 8/10/2021, the Miami-Dade report received, it confirmed the semen found on victim TS clothing matched that of Noak. On today's date, defendant Noak reported to the police station to surrender himself and was charged accordingly. So that brings us up to date. All right? And that brings us up to date. Now, for all the people say that you can't blame Sonetta for this, you can't blame Sonetta. However, Sonetta is aware of these practices that has happened before this young witness. I mean, this young victim / witness. How do we know? We got it on video. That's how we know. The way we know without a doubt or contradiction that in this intro right here, somebody was in the chat saying you can't blame Sonetta, right? In this video right here, right? Let me show you something. Right here. About bullshit. Knowing that. All this Tariq Nasheed. Not that part. He was.
I know you had to do a remix.
Watch it.
Who snuck out the room and left her mother?
This is a different victim. This is a different victim that Sonetta is talking about. When him and Polight got upset with each other, he outed Polight of allegedly messing with a young girl and removing her from the home with her mother, allegedly. Sonetta said this live. This is what he said. I didn't say this.
Because her mother left you? You want me to tell the people why she left?
I ain't with no pedophile bullshit. Knowing that.
All this Tariq Nasheed. Morris.
So the whole point I'm making, I got the video. I didn't have time to pull the whole video, but the whole video, Sonetta is talking about how he molested, allegedly, this is Sonetta words, not mine. According to the live stream, he implies that Polight had done this before, and allegedly this is not the first time. Allegedly this is not the first time. So no, you can't blame Sonetta for Polight actions, but you can say that Sonetta was aware of this before it took place, this time by the way of another person, according to Sonetta own words. Not according to my words, according to Sonetta own words. But Sonetta continued to endorse, continued to put him in front of the screen, continued to act as if nothing was wrong. While it was happening, and then even after the accusation that he was accused of now, Sonetta announced recently that he's coming back. I mean, that's his platform. He can do whatever he wants. However, his hands are not clean, is the point. His hands are not clean. That's the point. Now, with that being said, let me move forward real quick. So it appears today, once again, it appears today that somebody went to court. It could have been his attorney, went to court today. You follow me? It says about 9 other dudes. Hold on, let me get my what's the name up here? I can't see y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me bring my view up here. So look, somebody went to court today. It could have been Polight's attorney, and what it appears is that it appears. I don't know. It appears that the lewd and lascivious molestation, the felony charges, it looked like it's going to be what's the plea going to be. That's right, Lucky Sky. It was like his wife's niece. That's what Sarnetta said. So it looks like 4 felonies. Now, let's real quick, if I can. Let's real quick look at how much time these take before we hear what the judge say. How much time do these things carry? All right, let's look at it. Lewd and lascivious. Let's look at it real quick. So in Florida, I'm going to screen share this with you real quick. Let me screen share this with you, my family. Now, don't show everybody this, because, you know what I mean, this is Moorish World TV. We only share things with our family up here. You know what I mean? So here it is. We look it up just to see what it is. So in Florida, it says lewd and lascivious. Did I say that right? Yes, molestation. Let me see what that is, man. I'm tripping. I thought it was lascivious. Somebody say it for me. Let's say it together.
Lascivious.
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 Lascivious. That's right. Feeling or revealing overt offensive sexual desire.
Lascivious.
Okay, we got it there. Lascivious. Cryptonomics got it. That's right. That's right. The Moorish World TV Go Getter Stone. The Go Get 'em Stone. Cryptonomics and the Moorish World TV sit-ups. The Go Get 'em Stones. Lascivious. Y'all might say, Grass, she crazy as hell. I am. That's right. The Go Get 'em Stone. But look, so anyway, I just want to get down to see. I want to see what. Oh my goodness. A person sentenced to prison for lewd and lascivious molestation is ineligible to gain time and must serve the entire of their prison sentence. So it appears, if this is right, I could be wrong. When he's sentenced, he got to serve this day for day. Oh my goodness. Let me see what the minimum is. Example for 12 or 14-year-old. What is the statute of this? Okay. 16, 5 years in prison, 5 years of a sex offender probation. So if he pled guilty, we can look at bare minimum that he's going to get 5 years. At bare minimum, he's going to get 5 years. If he goes through with this plea agreement, under Florida criminal punishment, a lewd and lascivious molestation by a person younger than 18 and the child is older than 12, but the younger than 16 is assigned a level 6 offense of severity and rank, absent prior to criminal grounds, And it says, I think I just passed it again. Did I pass it again? Yeah, here it is. The crime of lewd and lascivious molestation by a person younger than 18 on a child younger than 12 is second-degree felony, punished by 15 years in prison. 15 years. So this say punishable by 15 years in prison here. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Anybody want to go over it for me? So someone that says, where the 60 days come from? So let me stop for a minute. I'm going to read this. I'll read this in a minute. Oh, they got different codes for.
All right. Now I followed this thing too. Look, and I'm not going to tell you that I know 100% right, but I went and looked up the laws. I don't have them right now with the minimum. Unless he gets a really, really good deal. One of those charges on there, the Lasud and Act, that one is a mandatory minimum there's mandatory minimums. Okay. So that one, he was reading, that is correct. But all those other charges, because the baby is between, you know, the age of 14 through how the law is down there, like you will put 5, 5, 5. So if he reduced it, you put the minimum. And I don't know. They're very, very strict down there. Very strict. Okay. 5, 5, 5. I came up with that he might have to do 15 years. But I'm not an attorney. I'm not a judge. I don't know what the prosecution is going to force. You know, he's facing some very serious time. If he goes to trial, he's risking, he will be very old and wrinkled and very, very beat up when he gets out. Okay, so, you know, maybe it was advisable due to the preponderance of the kit and everything that has taken place, that it would probably be best advised for him to take a plea deal. But as we stated before, everyone, we cannot, the plea has not gone in yet. We're dealing with report, re-plea. If case is set for report, re-plea, generally you have to or could possibly have by the court date an agreement with the state attorney's office as to plea. However, some judges will set every case for a report re plea, even if a possible plea agreement is not pending with both parties. In this case, the report re plea is more of a status to see if the parties can come to an agreement on that date. If no agreement can be reached, the case will more than likely be set for sounding and jury trial. This will take place 07/07/2023 unless the docket changes. All right, let's get back to our brother Morris Royal TV, a tributation to him. This is a reaction falling under fair use and for educational purposes. We need to protect Black women and children, all women and children. But let's not forget, the Black woman is the woman and children that gets the least protection. We want all women protected. But let's make it important that Black women are a part of all women and that we stop getting neglected and not protected.
I think for a minimum, he's going to get 5 years because they got some codes up here that you can get 25 years in prison. But if you plead guilty, I'm going to look at the minimum. You know what I'm saying? So somebody say, what about the 60 days? The 60 days, they're given 60 days now to prepare for prison, basically. He got to turn himself in 60 days. He plead on the 7th. Let me throw this up real quick, get this out the way real quick.
Okay, yes, ma'am. State.
Your Honor, I believe at this time we'll be asking for a joint continuance, but to set this case rate plea either sometime within the next 2 weeks. We have come to a plea agreement. I've sent over a written plea agreement to defense counsel. Just so that Your Honor is aware, what we wish to happen is
put it in 12, but the stuff in 60 days. He plead on the 7th. Let me throw this up real quick, get this out the way real quick.
Okay, yes, ma'am. State.
Your Honor, I believe at this time we'll be asking for a joint continuance, but to set this case rate plea either sometime within the next 2 weeks. We have come to a plea agreement. I've sent over a written plea agreement to the be asking for a joint continuance, but to set this case rate plea either sometime within the next 2 weeks. We have come to a plea agreement. I've sent over a written plea agreement to defense counsel.
Now,
make its own request, but we're asking 60 days so that then the defendant can surrender because this.
So now, to prepare for prison, basically, he got to turn himself in 60 days. He plead on the 7th. Let me throw this up real quick, get this out the way real quick.
Okay, yes, ma'am. State.
Your Honor, I believe at this time we'll be asking for a joint continuance, but to set this case rate plea either sometime within the next 2 weeks. We have come to a plea agreement. I've sent over a written plea agreement to defense counsel. Just so that Your Honor is aware, what we wish to happen is for the defendant to enter into the plea within the next 2 weeks, but we are going to suspend the sentence. The state is asking 60 days. I know the defense is going to make its own request, but we're asking 60 days so that then the defendant can surrender, because this.
So as you hear, the 60 days is so he can surrender. So what happens is the plea is supposed to go in on the 7th. If you haven't.
Just so that Your Honor is aware, what we wish to happen is for the defendant to enter into the plea within the next 2 weeks, but we are going to suspend the sentence. The state is asking 60 days. I know the defense is going to make its own request, but we're asking 60 days so that then the defendant can surrender, because this.
So as you hear, the 60 days.
Just so that Your Honor is aware, what we wish to happen.
But if you plead stuff in 60 days, he plead on the 7th. Let me throw this up real quick. Get this out the way real quick.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. State.
Your Honor, I believe at this time we'll be asking for a joint continuance, but to set this case rate plea either sometime within the next 2 weeks. We have come to a plea agreement. I've sent over a written plea agreement to defense counsel. Just so that Your Honor is aware, what we wish to happen is for the defendant to enter into the plea within the next 2 weeks, but we are going to suspend the sentence. The state is asking 60 days. I know the defense is going to make its own request, but we're asking 60 days so that then the defendant can surrender, because this.
So as you hear, the 60 days is so he can surrender. So what happens is the plea is supposed to go in on the 7th. If you haven't followed the case, he was supposed to go to court on the 3rd to go to court. You understand what I'm saying? He was supposed to go to court on July the 3rd. However, if he take this plea, the plea is on the 7th. And I don't know if the 60 days is from, somebody said, turn up the mic. Can y'all hear me good? Check. So look, I don't know if the plea is from, the 60 days is from July the 7th, 60 days forward, or from this court date. But whatever the case may be, they're giving him 60 days to surrender. You understand what I'm saying? According to this, I'm gonna play it again for you.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. State.
Your Honor, I believe at this time we'll be asking for a joint continuance, but to set this case rate plea either sometime within the next 2 weeks. We have come to a plea agreement. I've sent over a written plea agreement to defense counsel. Just so that Your Honor is aware, what we wish to happen is for the defendant to enter into the plea within the next 2 weeks, but we are going to suspend the sentence. The state is asking 60 days. I know the defense is going to make its own request, but we're asking 60 days so that then the defendant can surrender, because this will require incarceration.
This will require incarceration. Again, family, I got Dr. Sin Q in the building. Islam, brother. If you all are on IG, y'all need to go and follow Sin Q. He has the most funny, most involved posts that I've seen on.
Your Honor, I believe at this time we'll be asking for a joint continuance, but to set this case rate plea either sometime within the next 2 weeks. We have come to a plea agreement. I've sent over a written plea agreement to defense counsel. Just so that Your Honor is aware, what we wish to happen is for the defendant to enter into the plea within the next 2 weeks, but we are going to suspend the sentence. The state is asking 60 days. I know the defense is going to make its own request, but we're asking 60 days so that then the defendant can surrender, because this will require incarceration.
This
will require incarceration. This will require incarceration. Now, she did state that they wish. So the prosecution, it sounds like the prosecution has prepared a plea. The plea has been put together and a plea has been sent to the defense. Now it's up to Michael Noak, Brother Polight, to either accept or reject. But there's been some type of rumbling, some type of alleged communication of a possible, strong possible, of a plea deal. We're just not aware of those stipulations. We know that there will be a reduced sentence and mandatory jail time. And if not, if he rejects the plea deal and says, stick it up your hoo-ha, then we'll be going to trial. With the preponderance of evidence that contains a ape kit, testimony from the mother, video from the hotel. Maybe Sarnetto would be called on the witness list. Who knows? Who knows? Shout out to Morris World TV for his hard work. I am about to drop this link. I have one more video that I wanted to play. If nobody does decide to come up here with your girl for right now, how I called this a year ago, that I had a feeling that we don't know, we'll see, that there was going to be talks of a plea because of the preponderance of evidence, ladies and gentlemen. There is a ape kit of a young girl. The mother took the daughter. Shout out to the mother, by the way. Shout out to the mother not getting caught up, being in love, drunk and in love with that dang-a-lang and that Rolls Royce. And she said, screw you, mother. I'm going to protect my child at all costs. And I'm going to take her immediately to get her the care, the medical care that she needs. It's not even letting me share my own link, y'all, and tried it like 20 times. But like I was saying, shout out to the, like, for real, to the mother. That she had the strength in her, regardless of her finances, regardless of what backlash that she was going to receive, that she stood up for her black baby girl. And please, anybody that is of a different nationality, please know that I love all children, all women, children, animals, creed, and everything of walk of life to the best of my ability. Please believe that. But we do know as women that African-American women are the ones that are least protected. So please, I don't want anybody to feel as if I don't care about you. If anybody would like to come up here and add to the commentary, this is a very heavy, very, very heavy subject. Please make sure that you hit the like button. Like for your girl. Shout out to Morris World TV. Please make sure that you go and subscribe to that brother. This is a very serious case. I actually interviewed Dr. York's daughter-in-law. This case means something to me. So, we want to see justice, not fake justice, not the man overcharged and not the man undercharged. We don't want no lies to be told. We want it to be pure, and we want Lady Justice to bust that ass wide open. Wide open. Amen. So, since no one is going to hit the link presently, let's just see what Nicole Reloaded commentary was on this brother a year ago. Y'all ready to get into some mother freaking things with your girl? Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, and hug your daughters on today, and tell your sons it ain't nothing like loving the Lord. And find your wife. A man that finds a wife finds a good thing. Not a bunch of wives, just one wife. Ladies, keep your legs closed to married men. These sinful, dirty, dark, demonic individuals will have all of us burning in hell and dealing with generational curses for many generations to come. Stop the generational curses. Stop letting these ninjas in your house and in your legs and in your motherfucking bed. And stop giving them dirty ass niggas head. Hello? Hello? Let's see what's going on with Nicole Reloaded. Do I got it up on the screen right? Can I share my own shit? Hold on. Oh, Lord Jesus. Let me move it over here. Uh-oh. I done messed up, y'all. Hold on.
No one is who they think they are. This is a fact. No one is who they think they are. This is a fact.
Signature characteristics of many personality disorders can be quite unpleasant, such as the case of narcissistic personality disorder. Interacting with an NPD sufferer can be confusing, frustrating, and even hurtful. The NPD individual will often overlook or ignore many of these traits that make them unlikable.
No one is who they think they are. This is a fact.
Gaslighting. Yeah. What is that? So gaslighting is a form of emotional abuse. It's where a person doubts the reality of another person, leaving that other person very, very confused.
I can do this. Listen to that. Listen to that. Y'all hear that? Now I can say, I know what I did. I know what I did. I know what I did. Now watch this. So now you think your brain is saying, oh, he's saying, I know what I did. But I actually was saying that's not what it is.
I describe this person as being someone who was very charismatic, incredibly charming.
They were very charming.
He's very charming.
They could be nice, but then it would switch with a snap. He would just always say one thing and do another.
He throws stuff in my face to distract me, to switch the spotlight onto myself, and then everything that he did wrong is out the window.
They would make me second guess my own judgment.
No one is who they think they are. This is a fact. I know what I did. Now watch this. So now you think your brain is saying, oh, he's saying, I know what I did. But I actually was saying that's not what it is.
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're saying. I never said that. They're crazy. You're crazy.
I started to think, maybe I am causing problems because every time I express this, he gets upset. It always seems like I'm the one causing the problem.
No one is who they think they are. This is a fact.
The hardest part was having friends telling me that I was being gaslit and I didn't see it. The hardest part was having friends telling me that I was being gaslit and I didn't see it.
It's taking place at best. But there's no existence without this pain. This shit is designed for you to lose people. And you never know how you're going to lose them along the way. It's just designed that way. You grow up with people and then they die. Like, it's just like that. And sometimes you got to watch them on decline slowly. It's a wild world. So this world is wild, man. You just can't mess up the money. I'm gonna keep saying it again. And I was about to talk about neuroplasticity because the challenges helps your brain to reshape and grow. So the more challenges that you endure, meaning don't run from the challenge, you see it face on. The more we engage the challenge, the more we take on the challenge, the better we are able to thrive now and later on. if you run from the challenge, if you run from the opportunity to face your fears, if you run from the opportunity to just heal, if you don't do the necessary things like meditation, prayer, introspection, contemplation, accountability, just accepting where you're accountable at, accepting that decisions that you may have made may have cost you amazing opportunities with people and things. If you don't come to terms, if you don't conduct the exercises that suffice for you to indulge in order to reshape your mind, then your perception becomes compromised. And that perception I'm talking about is the perception of yourself. And so long as you have a compromised perception of self, and everyone's perception is a hallucination. You know, reality is a hallucination. Everyone's perception is a hallucination. You know, reality is a hallucination. It's just we accept reality for what it is when we agree with the hallucination. It's a whole nother conversation. But this whole shit is illusory. This whole thing is holographic depictions projected from our DNA. What we see ourselves as and what we see others as is all illusory. You know, the brain takes in data in the form of geometric shapes and light, and that interpretation in turn becomes what you think you're dealing with day to day. So it's not me to tell you you're not who you say you are.
You might have encountered a sign of narcissism. Their perception leads them to believe what you have to say isn't important, so they blank it out. Rather than actively listening and integrating in discussions, they treat all conversations as a platform to present their ideas only, which they think are the only ideas worth listening to.
No one is who they think they are. This is a fact. No, you know, we can play a bunch of optical illusion games and we'll realize the assumptions that the brain makes on a day-to-day basis based on its level of anticipation. Right? So like I could do this. I could do this. Listen to that. Listen to that. Y'all hear that? Now I can say, I know what I did. I know what I did. I know what I did. Now watch this. So now you think your brain is saying, oh, he's saying, I know what I did. But I actually was saying that's not what it is.
Delusion of always being entitled to admiration is why people around them often find themselves emotionally drained. To them, there's no greater rush than being put on a pedestal and worshipped by their fans and followers.
But what your brain is going to do is assume, once it makes a connection with something else, oh, that's what he's saying. I know what I do. Nope, that's not what I was saying in the beginning. But that's the type of false perception that takes place day to day. You know, your brain just makes presumptions that certain things are there that's not there because you have an anticipation of it being there. Sometimes people talk and you think you know where they're coming from and you really don't. That's based on previous experiences and reservations that you may have. So, you know, that's how it be, man. That's how it be. Shit is illusion, man. We're not who we think we are. That's all right. That's all right. We're not who we think we are. So what do we do about that situation? Well, if we're not who we think we are, and that's a fact, then the only thing that we can do is what? Create who we would like to be amongst the rest of the populace. How about that? So we're not who we think we are. And once you come to terms with the fact that you're not who you think you are, you start creating who you will be. And that may sound weird, but even when you look at the word personality or person, etymologically, before you get to personas, two sounds, the first thing you get is mask. So person literally means mask. This is who you give people the impression that you are. When people meet you, you have your person. You come in a certain personage. See that word? Coming in the personage. When you hear people use that word personage, somebody's coming in a personage, that's because they're wearing a mask, figuratively speaking. And they're showing you the side of you. They're showing you the side of themselves that's the most marketable, but not necessarily them. And everyone is guilty of that. And some of us actually start believing that we are who we market ourselves to other people to be. Now, it doesn't mean that if you present yourself as a great person that you're not great. It doesn't mean that. But you know, we all fall in love with each other until we get to really know each other And then the real question is, can you accept the fact that there's parts of people that you didn't know exist? Can you still love that person? Can you accept the fact that there's parts of people that you didn't know exist? Can you still love that person? But that brings about a fear that you may not be who you think you are because someone wasn't who you thought they was. And I know all that shit sounds confusing, and I'm not really looking to get into that right now. I just want to bring it back to, I know people are betraying you. I know there's a lot of letdowns. Some of you have been laid off. I know some of you have been hurt by others. But understand, if it's someone that loves you, most times they ain't mean to hurt you. That's a fact. If it's someone that loves you, I mean, it's just the way of the world. Like, you know, I got family members that say they love me, and I'm like, yo, if you figure that I love you, then why don't you eat better so you don't put me in a position where I got to be there for you when cancer plays its toll. I don't want to have to be there for you while you have diabetes. So since you love me, part of you loving me is to make sure you don't put me through that situation, which in turn would represent you loving yourself. But then the love changes because they're addicted to the food. So then you love the food more than you love me. I could think about it on so many different levels, but then everyone's life is their own responsibility. Hence the term responsibility. So it's levels to it. So this love thing gets a little tricky too, you know? Love gets a little tricky too. Because what does that really mean? You know, a child shouldn't have to bury their parent prematurely because of the decision making of their parent. It's part of the process. And oftentimes people get into relationships and they believe that they shouldn't be hurt now that they're in love. But it's really the opposite. Believe that they shouldn't be hurt now that they're in love. But it's really the opposite. A child shouldn't have to bury their parent prematurely because of the decision making of their parent. They shouldn't have to bury their parent prematurely because of the decision making of their parent. It's part of the process. And oftentimes people get into relationships and they believe that they shouldn't be hurt now that they're in love. But it's really the opposite. You know, the best relationships are the ones that were able to thrive during their greatest test, because a lot of people have this false presumption that in order for you to be in a relationship with me, you should never hurt me on a certain level. But in actuality, to really be in love with someone is to be vulnerable. And that vulnerability demands that you be hurt at some point or the other during that relationship. So you could make a determination if it's worth the pain. It's not an excuse for anyone hurting you. It's just a reality if it's worth the pain. It's not an excuse for anyone hurting you. It's just a reality if it's worth the pain. It's not an excuse for anyone hurting you. It's just a reality.
They think they're superior to others around them and believe themselves to be infallible. Narcissism and empathy don't go hand in hand. Narcissists are unwilling to see the world from the perspective of others. As a result, they're able to exploit others without any feeling of remorse. They can manipulate people to fulfill their own needs without regard for the consequences that their actions may have on others.
You know, how strong is your love for that person if you would just quit on them because you finally got hurt? Love is about vulnerability. We'll do a class on that one. It's about vulnerability. You got to be vulnerable. And in order for you to substantiate that love, the pain has to come. And it has to be a pain that you can't anticipate. It's going to come. And when it comes, it's going to hit. When that shit hit, it's going to be crazy. And most times we'd be like this. Nah, that type of pain, yo, the pain hurts so much, we leave the relationship because we don't want to feel that pain again. But you see, that's when it normally gets good. If you can make it through it. If you can make it through it. Word up. So had to get a moment of silence for that. I don't know if I want to do podcasts, man. I don't know if I want to do that. I'll be wanting to, but I don't know if I got the time, man. I don't want nobody bother me about not being as consistent. The UCC course is not done.
It's all about gaslighting. Now, gaslighting refers to the act of undermining another person's reality by denying facts, the environment around them, or their feelings. Targets of gaslighting are manipulated into turning against their own memory, emotions, and possibly their own core identity. People use gaslighting in relationships for two primary reasons. Number one, so they don't have to fix and work on their own shit. And number two, so they can create insecurities in others and use that as a form of control. I think it is massively important that we deconstruct manipulative mind games so that people are able to spot them, avoid them, and if you've been been through one to heal from one. Now, yes, you can listen to this video and get the recipe and try to use this on others, but I truly want to stress nobody wins when mind manipulation is used. Because yes, you can get someone to technically fall for you, but they will despise the experience of being close to you. And thus you lose out on the entire point and the joy of intimacy. And that is why it is so crucial that we practice self-care, and above all else, that we arm ourselves with knowledge so that we can see people with bad intentions miles away. And
niggas spend all day taxpayer dollars, my nigga. Or Beyonce's internet telling women how to be women all day. Oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. I understand, my nigga, you the perfect bitch, but hold it down.
Woods, pretty. All right, now that's the video. Let me make sure I'm not on mute. The video that I did, it was called Plea Deal, Brother Polight. I know what I did. Live, 9 signs someone is a narcissist. It was a mashup video. I got a lot of heat from doing that video. A lot of smoke. Yep, I got threatened. Sure did. But hey, it's still there. It's still there. Hide your kids. Hide your wives. Look. We're in some really dangerous times, my people. Some very dangerous times. Where the Bible says that sons will go against fathers and daughters against mothers. That what is supposed to be right won't be. It'll be the complete opposite. That wrong is right. We have to be strong. Satan is coming for our children, our families, our mental health. Because if you can break the mothers and fathers of these children, then they'll be broken. And then the family curse will resonate and continue and have more power. Plead the blood of Jesus over your children. Pray for them. Uplift them regardless of what they're going through. Women, my sisters, stop letting these men in your house. And I'm talking to myself too as well. It's been years. But we get lonely sometimes. And they just say they want to spend the night. Before you know it, they on your couch. Watching your little girls walk around the house with their little panties and pajamas and stuff on. These are demonic entities. Women need to also watch out there in the same relationships. There's some dirty ass, nasty women out there too. The demon that want to take and hurt children just don't formulate in men. It formulates just in the human spirit. Women that have sons, protect them. Have a positive male role model around them to teach them how to be a man. And pray like you ain't never prayed before. And the good brothers, we need to uplift them and love on them. And stop wasting our time with this riffraff and garbage. Recognize what red flags are. Educate yourself on relationships. Better who you are. Work on your self-esteem. Build yourself. Love yourself. Kids don't see. They don't do what you tell them to do. Kids do what they see you do. They see you dealing with bitch ass niggas, they gonna eventually deal with bitch ass niggas. You smoke and you quit, they gonna smoke and they gonna quit. Kids, that's just how the brain works. We ain't fooling them because you tell them to go upstairs and get in the room and shut the door and put on headphones. They still see. They hear you when you cry and you broken. Stop letting these ninjas in your house. Don't let them sleep on your couch. Use your car, have your bank card. And even if you dealing with financial struggles, especially don't give them your EBT card and your anus. Stop giving these demons power over your mind, body, and soul. Listen to your daughters when they come to you and say, Mama, I'm hurt. Stop being so busy that you can't listen to what the heck children need to talk to you about. Because you could be missing something that will change the course of your relationship and their lives forever. The meaning of insanity means to repeat the same action over and over and expect different results. Black people, we need to change. Our community is in a disarray. There's so many black women that are missing in Chicago, they don't even give a darn. So when we get us a hot fish, honey, we need to make sure it's fried, dyed, and laid to the motherfucking side. Because there's a whole lot of bodies out there that need to be found. Black women deserve love, respect, and the search of the FBI and criminal justice as any other woman or nationality within the United States and around the world. The least protected is the black woman. And if me being a mother of 4 beautiful black girls, 3 that are a woman, 1 that's in training. If I can't stand up for black women, then may I burn in hell with the rest of the demons. You understand? You can prevent forest fires. Keep them niggas out your house and off your couch. Now let me catch my breath. Now, if anybody would like to come up here and chop it up with your girl about the commentary that was provided on today, I know some people might be at work. May God bless you. May God bless you. I hope I did my best to bring a presentation. I'm not perfect. I got a lot of work that I need to do on my YouTube channel, but I really, really try. I'm very, very passionate about Black women, my sisters, all women. I love all women. I really, really do. And I'm just so disheartened by the abuse and the neglect that we're going through. Not only what we allow men to do to us, but what we do to ourselves by mutilating our bodies and not feeling that we're not good enough and eating unhealthy and isolation and not traveling and spending time and building healthy relationships and restoring the family unit. Nothing back in the day could break a Black family, but now it's just so easy to rip us apart. Every time you try to call or communicate, somebody ready to rip the family, take the rug right underneath its feet. Apologize to your daughters. Just say, all right, if they think you did something, just agree with it, because that's their perception of their reality. Sometimes you got to humble yourself to make way, man. Put the rest in God's hands. They'll realize when they get older. Our children are dealing with a different world. They so fooled and manipulated by social media, they don't know their ass from a hole in the damn ground. Shoot, we watch social media and half of the time we don't know our ass from a hole in the gosh darn ground. Okay? Okay? I'm just saying. Please, my brothers and sisters, support content like this, even if you choose not to support me. Support your Black content creators, especially your Black women, the ones that are putting out positivity to build up the community, that want to make a difference. We all like the mess. I do too, every now and again, but not at the detriment of my community. Today is a different day. On this commentary, we can get jiggy with it later on. You got a voice. Use it. Keep them niggas out your house and off your couch. Maybe we gonna turn that into a song. What says you? Well, I'm going to give one more minute, see if anybody would like to hit the link, and then we will close out on today. Hold on, y'all. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Remember, through God, all things are possible to those who believe, as long as you're willing to receive what God has for you. Be a blessing and not a curse.